Hmm. Should we go with the first one there?
But the first one, I was going to ask, the first one is just fake to make her feel better, or it's actually,
Yeah.
or it's actually true, you know? And in that case, it would be the opposite, but with Yuri.
Well, the thing is, if we go with this, she knows it's fake because we have we are on the choo choo Yuri hype train, so she know it's fake.
Well, she hasn't been quite aware of her own feelings, you know. Probably hard for her to discern if there's something with Yuri. Also,
Yeah.
you can account that she hasn't really seen anything happen in particular. You know, she just suspects, and because of the time spent together. But you know, might be because of the festival, or might be there's nothing. And
but also
but at the same time, you know, if
when she asked,
yes,
she asked us if Yuri went up to us and asked us if we want to go home together with her, then we said yeah, we would go with her. You know. But the second one...
well, that was you. You didn't want to say that.
But
that was you, a monster.
But the second one, fucking choo-choo Yuri hype train. But, you know, the second one in this situation seems too... I don't know. This is hard.
Wait. You know, perhaps one of the worst things that there is in life is to have to say no to someone who loves you.
Yeah.
And in the situations where you had to... You know, when you know, this reminds me of The Witcher, you know, actually, you know, the books or even the games. When he says that sometimes there's just no there's no good choice. It's just an evil and a lesser evil, or a shitty situation and another shitty situation. And choosing either of them, you know, even if one is less evil than the other, it doesn't make you feel better at all.
Yeah.
So...
That's what
the thing is, what do we feel here?
That's what I'm experiencing right now. Both is shit.
The thing is, if we don't feel anything by saying the first one, it's not being fair to her. Not being fair to us either.
The first one?
Or
what one? Why?
I mean, if we say if we don't feel anything for Sayori,
yeah,
and we choose the first one, we're not being fair to her because we are lying just to make her feel better. Now, bread for today and hunger for tomorrow.
By the way,
and also we're not being fair to ourselves because we might like Yuri and we just, you know.
That's, by the way, why when she asked us if we would walk home with Yuri, that's why I said yes, because why would you lie to your best friend? Mindfuck.
Yeah, but there are times in which you have to lie. You know, I don't like to call them lies, but it's just saying always the truth.
Are you calling
me
a
virtue, it's a flaw.
A liar?
A liar. Yes. The thing is, tell me now, which one would you actually choose, you know? In this situation, would you choose Yuri or would you choose Sayori?
Yuri.
Well, I should choose Sayori, but dangerously enough, I think it would be not to hurt her, which will be a dangerous move. But I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to just say no.
This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever made in a video game, I think. And this is like
one of the hardest decisions you've actually made in life.
This is on the same level as the decisions that you have in Walking Dead from Telltale Games, to be honest. Even though Duck in Walking Dead, fuck that guy. Hate that kid.
Also, but there's always a third option in this case, which is
no,
an orgy with everyone. No, that's a joke.
The second one, like if you say this isn't in that moment. It just the problem I'm having is if you say this, it doesn't make her feel better. And it just seems wrong to say that, because she basically confessed to you. But if you choose the first one, then you lie to yourself, you lie to her, and she is gonna put even more blame onto her, you know? That's the kind of predicament I'm in right now.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Right now we don't have the power to make her feel better.
Yeah.
That is something she has to work on work on herself over time. But we can't make her feel better now in any way. Doesn't matter what we say. If we see the first, for example, she might imagine that we are just saying to please her, or even she might actually believe it and then be happy about it. But at the same time, it will even boost more the feelings that she's a burden on us because of whatever imagination her imagination is coming up with.
What I would think of
And
is
yeah,
when we say "I love you" right here, what I would think is if she is alone by herself, she would probably think like, "Oh, now I destroyed the bond that he has with Yuri," and it's my fault, and
yeah. Also, I will tell you something interesting to know. Did you know that most suicides actually happen in a moment of brief relief after a long period of pain?
No.
It's when actually the person begins to feel better for several reasons, like for example taking antidepressants and so on.
Yeah.
It's usually that moment where there's the most risk that something will happen.
And then there's
I don't really know why, but
then there's this one popular suicide victim that actually survived that is makes like speeches about why it's wrong, and he said like the instant when you're on a ledge or something, the instant that you actually let go, you regret it instantly. And that's when it kicks in, like, what am I doing to my friends, to my family, to all of those people. It's tough. I would go with the first one though. Out of impulse, I would go with the first one right here.
The thing is, what type of ending do we want to see here?
I'm not even sure if that would affect it any, to be honest. Even though I think this one would make more damage, to be honest, now that I think about it. Because, then she would probably spin it as she destroyed the bond that we had with Yuri and it's her fault, but dearest friend, it just has a slight impact right here. That's what I don't like. Like, she confessed and we just said, dear friend. It's like,
Yeah. The first one I don't think is going to... There's no good choice.
I leave that up to you.
Life is like that.
I made all the choices so far, I leave that up to you.
Up to me.
Whatever you say.
Well, as much as I like, I prefer Sayori over Yuri, and that, the situation kind of disturbs me, and I don't like to hurt her like this, but it's that question of what do we feel really? Because if I don't know.
I'm ready when you are.
Let me think for a second. The thing here is you can take this with the called rational logical approach, or you can just let your feelings guide you. But in either way, in the situations, the second one is not really doesn't really solve much, but the first one neither.
Yeah.
So. I will just take my sunglasses from my pocket and put them on and ride towards the sunset while music sounds in the background. And that will solve everything in life forever and ever.
I'm a lone, lonesome cowboy in a long way from home.
Yes.
I loved Lucky Luke comics, by the way. So what is it, my friendo?
Since we chose Yuri, let's say that we have feelings for Yuri because we chose her, and that was the path that we chose since the beginning.
Yeah.
And that we don't have feelings for Sayori. In the case that we don't have feelings for Sayori, let's not lie and say you will always be my dearest.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that's the best one out of those two. Because this one puts too much burden on her. This one, maybe not as much. Because she still knows we have Yuri. Let's see.
Yeah, anyway, either of them is going to end bad for Sayori, and I know that. That's why I didn't want to choose the first one, even though it's actually what I would like to choose.
You'll always be my dearest friend. Why would you, on the real though, why would you, like, take everything out of context for now? Yuri is better, that's what I'm gonna say. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me as a blip that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
See.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
And that's one of the worst things actually, that someone has to go through in life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like everything else. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest?
God damn it.
I should write a poem about this. We knew we had to. We have to bear the consequences of the decision, It's a man.
Sayori.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. This is just a punishment, remember?
You mean, don't worry about it.
For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings.
And now that reminds me of that one SCP where, because you said I should write a poem about this, reminds me of that SCP that when you approach it, it's like a musical note. You know SCPs, right? Do you know them?
I'm not sure what you were talking about.
You know the SCP-087 where you go down a stairwell all the time? It's like basically some creatures that were captured in like a facility. And there are many people like coming up with ideas for SCPs. And there was one SCP that is like a musical note, like a sheet of musical note. And when you go towards it, you love the melody of that, and you want that, like, the melody isn't complete, and you want to finish the sheet where the melody is on, and you actually end up cutting your own wrist and writing the end with your own blood, and that's how the SCP kills you. That's the kind of feeling that I get with this. Like when she said, I'm gonna write a poem about this.
Yeah. The type of things that she's saying, the way you speak forges the way you think, and not the other way.
Yeah.
It is like that, she's saying these things and she's self-suggesting herself, all of this.
True.
How you talk defines how you think.
Yeah.
I know, you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down the path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear.
Which you didn't?
No, well...
Nothing happened.
What she needed...
Well, it's about,
this is deeper than just this, She just said before, she had the depression of her life. This is deeper than us. We are just, like, how to say, I don't know what's the expression in English, but she's trying to hang on to us as a life savior in this situation, but she has to work it out at a deeper level than this.
Yeah.
We are not the root cause of all this.
True that. But I just imagine, like, if she would have, like, peeked around the corner and actually the kiss would have happened, I think that would have been worse. Maybe she wouldn't have even approached us at that point, to be honest.
Yes. And actually, I want to check later what will happen in that situation, but I think also I would have been worse.
Yeah.
No doubt. And the other thing... You're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now.
Wait, let me check real quick. Okay.
You really do know me better than anyone, the giant. I'll trust you with anything. anything at all, well, that is a lie. Because if you did, you will actually listen to what we say.
Exactly.
So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Well, sometimes that helps, though. Okay. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Oh, that was me. Sayori. Ellipsis. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were, which they will never be. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day.
You can't help her.
If it would be that easy. It's the day of the festival. No music. Weird. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, she will cockblock. I mean, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Yeah, about Monika, I have a very disturbing, dark feeling about her,
About her?
Yeah, What Sayori said before, I have the feeling that Monika has been actually feeding, she has something, to get rid of her or destroy her somehow.
True.
Manipulating her.
Could be a thing, yeah. She didn't even specify that. True that.
Yeah, and if that's true, we are going to have to kill her and store her in the closet back there.
So Yuri, about that knife. It's a giant. The first one here. So being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri will be here by now.
Why is there no music? That is creeping me out a little bit. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we are performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. We should put one that Yuri likes, actually. So that's the one I'll be performing. President Sayori with him?
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy.
Dummy, yeah. Matter of fact, if I say dummy, you say yeah, dummy.
Yeah.
And what Eli Drake always says, shut up dummies, wasn't talking to you, was talking to me. Dummy, yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to do that.
Okay, now imagine we have said all of this in front of her and she's looking at us with that expression on her face.
I'm such a big TNA wrestling fan, I would totally do that.
We'll think that on days this important, she will try a little harder.
I think I can. Choo-choo! I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. The government makes me think. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You take a little responsibility for her as a giant. There's a door, go over to her right now.
Yeah.
I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. There's a door. I heard it over there at the door. Kind of left her hanging this morning, like hanging off the hinges like that door.
We know what you have been doing behind our backs, so don't play that now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just know that door over there.
If something happened to Sayori, I'm going to murder this gal.
You know, there's one ending where we have to go for her.
Or
maybe that's
how we'll go for her.
Maybe that's also how we, you know, how we unfold everything like origami that she's been allegedly doing to Sayori. We don't know yet. That's you.
Oh, exchange?
The Pentagon.
Monika, you know about that?
The Illuminati thing that Yuri brought over.
Oh.
I'm the club president after. President, yeah.
But
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how that could be, and that's how she dragged her down, you know? About how I basically turned down her confession. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one that knows what's best for her, right?
yeah. You don't know the full story at all, so shut the fuck up.
Don't worry about it. Bro, you know a lot more than you think. Yeah?
Huh?
I have that feeling now too. Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. There we go. Of course it's Monika after all, apparently. Well, you want to check out the pamphlets? Yeah, I would like to not turn my back towards you now, though. You came out really nice. Yeah, the words that you uttered towards Sayori probably didn't come out really nice.
Yeah, sure.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Sorry.
Yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Almost. Not completely, though. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. That's you.
What's this?
It's what? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't read before. Okay. Well, that's... Oof. Son, what the hell?
Okay, scroll down for a second. Wait a second.
Fuck, okay. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Next one, you.
Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me.
She.
I told you it was fucking Monika, doing that.
Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you.
Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem.
But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving.
I know what happened.
Why would you put that on the pamphlet? Did you read that before she fucking printed that?
It's a suicide note.
It technically is. What is with the percent at the beginning, though? Damn. It's like Evanescence lyrics or some shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bring me back to life, you know? Damn. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Was it John? Did you fucking read this? What's wrong?
Did you fucking read this? Can you imagine?
Like, honestly, are you blind?
Nothing.
This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that.
I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Alright. Trying to take too long, okay? Now, actually, would be a good... there's no music the whole time. Now it would be a good moment to cue the Bible Black music, you know? Din, 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 din. If I don't forget it, I'll put it in.
Ding, 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 ding.
Not that one. Don't sing yourself. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Ooh, damn. It's getting intense now. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. Yeah, true. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I read Sayori's.
Actually, perhaps that's not what she needed, right? Even if she said that, she didn't want things to be like always. She wanted things to be better.
Yeah.
That was actually what she was looking for when she came here now, to see if there was hope.
True.
And she said there wasn't hope. But she was mistaking hope in life with hope in a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. So wait up, I'm gonna make a little bit of a break here because I actually have to go to the toilet. So, little stop in the recording. We're gonna be right back after this little intermezzo or whatever.
You can do a little bit of music if you want while you're away.
So Sig said he wants to provide some quality content music while I'm on the toilet, so here's Zig for you.
Music prior to a suicide. I'm actually feeling like shit about this, but it's just a game. It is. You better cut this out later.